Now in this lecture we are going to see how a Boolean function can be implemented using a multiplexer. The example is given over here, example number 1, which says implement the Boolean function, the following Boolean function using multiplexer, and the Boolean function is f a b c, means it has got 3 variables, and this Boolean function consists of minterm 1, 3, 5 and 6. Now first of all we will determine the size of multiplexer to be used for implementing this Boolean function. Now we see that the Boolean function has got 3 variables, that is a, b and c. So we select a multiplexer with 2 selection lines. If there are 3 variables, you subtract 1 from 3, the answer is 2. So we select the multiplexer with 2 selection lines. And if the multiplexer has 2 selection lines, then it means that n is equal to 2. So then it has got inputs equal to 2 raised to power n, which is 2 raised to power 2, which is 4. So we choose a mux which has got 2 selection lines and 4 inputs, and every mux has got only 1 output. So we select the mux which is 4 into 1 multiplexer or mux. Now the Boolean function, the truth table of the Boolean function is shown over here. This Boolean function contains the terms minterms 1, 3, 5 and 6. The minterms are given over here. So we only take the minterms where f is equal to 1. So f is 1 over here, over here, over here and over here. So it is minterm 1, 3, 5 and 6. Next we are going to prepare implementation table, which is also shown in the diagram. And in this implementation table there are 4 rows. This is row number 1, this is row number 2, this is row number 3 and this is row number 4. In the first row of the implementation table we put down all the inputs of the multiplexer, and the inputs of the multiplexers is I0, I1, I2, I3. Going back, we see that the mux which we have selected is 4:1, and its inputs are I0, I1, I2 and I3, and these inputs have been shown in the implementation table in the first row. Next we are going to write all the minterms which are with a bar. So if we go back to the truth table, we see that minterm number 0, 1, 2 and 3, these 3 minterms have got a bar, that is a is 0 in all these minterms. So in the implementation table, against a bar we write minterms 0, 1, 2 and 3. In the third row we write all the minterms in which a is equal to 1. So we see that minterm 4, in minterm 4, 5, 6 and 7 we have got a equal to 1. So in the implementation table, in the third row we write a over here, and we write the minterms 4, 5, 6 and 7 over here. Now once we have done this, we have to circle all the minterms which are given in the Boolean function. So we note that in the Boolean function we have got minterms 1, 3, 5 and 6. So we circle 1, 3, 5 and 6 and leave the rest of the minterms as it is. Once this implementation is filled up the way I mentioned, then we have to study each column, and in the fourth row we write the result, that is input I0 will have the value 0. If this minterm and this minterm, both the minterms in the column are not circled, then we put a 0 under I0. If both the minterms are circled, so under I1 this and this minterm, both the minterms are circled, and if both the minterms are circled, we put a 1 in the fourth row under I1. Under I2 we see that the upper minterm is not circled and the lower minterm is circled, and lower minterm is against A, so we write A over here. In the place under I3 we have got these two minterms, and the upper minterm is circled and the lower minterm is not circled. So against the circled minterm we see that we got A bar over here, so we put A bar over here. Now this completes our implementation table. Now all we have to do is that we have to draw our multiplexer and put down these values. So the end result would be that this multiplexer will implement the desired Boolean function which has been given in the example. So input I0 has value 0, so we input a 0 to this input I0. Then we see that I1 has got input of 1, so we input a 1 to the input I1. Similarly we see that I2 input is taking value A, so to I2 we put the value A, input the value A. And similarly we see that under I3 we have got the value of I bar, so input I3 we put the value A bar. The two variables B and C will be connected like this. B will be connected to the selection line 1 and C will be connected to the selection line S0. So this is the multiplexer implementation of the Boolean function. And we note that here that we don't have to, if we use this method, we don't have to minimize a Boolean function, draw K map, then reduce the K map, and then make circuits with AND gates and OR gates. You simply select, in this case you simply select a multiplexer and follow the method which has been mentioned by me, and in the end you have the Boolean function implemented with the help of a multiplexer. Now we take another example, and in this case we have to implement the following Boolean function using a multiplexer. So we have to solve this problem by using a multiplexer, and the Boolean function is shown over here, and this Boolean function has got 4 variables. And if we draw the truth table of from where this Boolean function was taken, so this is the truth table, right? So it has got 4 variables A, B, C, D, and it has got min term 0, 1, 3, 4, 8, 9, 15. So it has got min term 0, 1, 3, 4, 8, 9 and 15. So again we follow the same procedure as we did with our previous example. First of all, we have to select a multiplexer and determine its size. So we see that it has got 4 variables. So if we subtract 1 from 4, the answer is 3. So we select a multiplexer which has got 3 select lines, and to these select lines we will put the input B, C and D, and the input A will be given over here after we solve this problem by drawing an implementation table. So the next step is now to draw the implementation table, and here we note that we have selected a multiplexer which has got 3 select lines, and if a multiplexer has got 3 select lines, so it means that n is equal to 3, and the inputs are 2 raised to power n, which is 2 raised to power 3, and this gives us 8 inputs. So inputs I0 to I7 are shown over here, and every multiplexer has got only one output, so we are using 8 to 1 mux. Now we go to the implementation table, and we see that it has got 4 rows. In the first row we put all the inputs of the multiplexer. So if you note, the multiplexer has got input from I0 to I7, so we have put I0 to I7 in the first row. Then from the truth table we have seen that the min terms 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, all these min terms have got A bar. So against A bar we write 0, 1, 2, 3 up to 7. And from the truth table we also see that min term 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15, they have got A. So if we revert to our truth table, we see that min terms 0 to 7, they have got A bar, that is A is 0, and min term 8 to 15, it has got A. It means that it is these min terms, in all these min terms A is equal to 1. So against A bar we have put the min terms 0 to 7, and against A we have put the min terms 8 to 15. Next we circle all the min terms which are given in the Boolean function. So we see that in the Boolean function we have got min terms 0, 1, 3, 4, 8, 9 and 15. So we circle 0, 1, 3, 4, 8, 9 and 15. Next we have to study all the columns shown over here. So we have to study the column under input I0, then study the column under I1 and so on. So we see that under the column I0 both the min terms are circled. So if both the min terms are circled, then we put a 1 under the input I0. Now we come to I1. Again we see that both the min terms are circled. So we put a 1 under I1 in the column of I1. Under the column I2 we see that both the minterms are not circled. So when both the minterms are not circled, we put a 0 over here, 0 under A2. Under I3 we see that 3 is circled and 11 is not circled. So if we see that 3 is A bar in the row of A bar, so we write A bar over here. Again under I4 we see 4 is min term which contains A bar, so we write A bar over here. In 15 both are uncircled, so we got 0 under the input I5 both the min terms are not circled, we put 0 over here. Under I6 both the min terms are not circled, so we put a 0 over here. Under I7 the upper min term is not circled, the lower min term is circled, so this min term is where A is equal to 1, so we put a over here. The next step is to put all these values onto the multiplexer. So we go to the multiplexer, and the three variables B, C and D, they go as input to S2, S1 and S0, and A and the inputs are given value from the implementation table. So we see that under I0 we have got 1, so 1 is going to the input I0. Next we see that I1, to the input I1 we also give value 1, so the input I1 also is getting the value 1. Next we see that I2 is equal to 0, and similarly I5 is equal to 0, I6 is equal to 0. So I2 is equal to 0, I5 is equal to 0, I4 is equal to 0 and I5 is equal to 0. Then we see that I3, input I3 has A bar and input I4 has also got A bar. So I3 has got A bar, I3 has got A bar and I4 is equal to A bar. Now A is given over here, when through inverter this value will become A bar. And finally we see that I7 is equal to A. So I7 input is getting the value of A. So once we put all the values to the input side, and B, C and D are connected over here, so this multiplexer is now the implementation of the Boolean function which you have seen in example 1. So this is how we use a multiplexer to implement a Boolean function. That's all up to now. Thank you very much.